the U.S. Steel building, One Liberty Plaza, what I think is the ugliest building in Lower Manhattan, in that it was designed to be impressive, but I think it fails. I think it's boring, is mostly its problem. It was in the film, it was a Wayne Enterprises in the film The Dark Knight, something or other that I never saw. But giving you a sense of my cultural references, the Cube statue that's behind you now is featured in Futurama, the cartoon, and this was named Madison Cube Gardens in New York in Futurama. So, my references. In any case, One Liberty Plaza, and then behind us, behind me, to your left, is Liberty Plaza, but it was renamed Zuccotti Park. And similarly to Chase Bank, they had to set up a big public, open to the public, private park, open 24 hours a day. And so those Occupy Wall Street protesters that were turned away by the fences at Chase Bank made their way over here and protested and occupied here. I always thought that's a little bit strange that they would protest way over here when Wall Street is kind of far over that way, but it actually makes a lot of sense since Chase Bank was closed. We're going to actually walk through Zuccotti Park in a moment, but as we walk through it, I want you to notice that it's not a park like most other parks. It doesn't have grass everywhere and trees. There's trees, but there's not grass and plants everywhere for you to walk on. And so, I don't know where the rest of you are from, but I know my parents in California assumed that the Occupy Wall Street protesters were putting their tents and sleeping bags up on grass and killing all the plants in the park, and it's really terrible that they're defacing the park. Well, they're laying on cold, hard granite. So really, when you look at the park, you kind of feel bad for the protesters who are camping out on very cold, hard ground and really not killing the plants at all. Maybe killing the businesses around here by using their toilets and bathrooms, but not killing the plants. Occupy Wall Street protests were protesting capitalism in its modern form and trying to make it better, trying to improve upon it. There's a lot of different ways to interpret the movement, but their slogan, "We are the 99%, really did strike home with a lot of people, both conservative and liberal alike, from sort of all elements of the spectrum. Everyone can agree that the top 1% does, in fact, own a lot more of the wealth of the country than the bottom 99%. And even more telling than that, 99 is more dramatic, but in fact, the top 20% of the population owns roughly 80% of the money in the country.